Я, я дико перепрошую дуже сильно. Відключили світло, і світло пропало. І тепер спочатку запускаємось. Да, Fall of Avalon. Продовжимо те, що на чому ми закінчили. Блін, сумно, що так воно виключає. YouTube дуже сильно цього не любить. Але що ж з цим поробити? Я на це ніякого впливу не маю. На жаль. На жаль, я на це вплинути ніяк не зможу. Так, ми закінчили, ми тут. До червячка погнали. Погнали до червячка далі. Ой, ти хто?
What is it now? I don't know where all that eagerness can, and as a It seems that over the past few weeks, some of our supplies have been going just small amounts, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even notice at first. But when I checked the books at the end of the month, the numbers told the truth. Someone's been stealing the Legion supplies, and I won't stand for it. At first, it was mostly just food, so I figured it must be rats. But not only did the traps turn up empty, the next time I checked, a hammer... I don't know about you, but I've never heard of a rat that can shoot. In the storefront nearby. Maybe you'll find something. I thought I did. One of the lads, Percy, volunteered to guard the supplies. Seemed like a decent enough guy. The next day, Percy was gone. And the problem is, the thefts haven't stopped.
Ладно, потім сходимо, перевіримо ще склад. Да, спочатку треба допомогти цьому брательнику його. У мене ж, до речі, десь було. Скорості передвиження. Дорого, но я куплю. Это надобная вещь. Щоб уговорити його, треба спасти його брата. Ех, любовнички, любовнички. О, купнуть. Приятно. Здоров. Ну, то, щоб не казав би, але вони літають гарно. Ось прям реально хорошо літають. А тут я не вилізу. Ха, прикол. Бля. Що, і тут ні? А тут вилізу. Тут? Ну давай. Да. Так. Ну, вже не копаю. Я тільки перезапустився, бо опять щось воно було отвалилося на секунду. Таке, щось непонятне. Так. А ти хочеш щось предложити мені? Ти зараз на стріму?
Oh, my beloved. But you broke mine. Don't worry. Now we can forget all about it. Because you finally came back to me.
Ой. Ну, дивись, ми можемо щось спокійно собі пойти і далі зіграти. Я не против. Тем более я сейчас тут заканчиваю по-любому, бо ще один відриг світла мені не простить YouTube. Тварь камінь. Бля, вона кудись улетіла. А де вона ділась? Була тут. А, о. Скотина, сердечко. Сердечко украла, представляєш? Ну, YouTube не любить, коли багато переподключень і пересоздань сесій. Ну, він прям фу-фу-фу ругається. Не любить, коротше, він таких приколів. Бля, ще собака. Собака йде отсюда. А так, типу, да, можемо цілком пойти в щось там пару каток і зігрануть. Під конець. Бабі Джі. Or Fortnite. Не, Fortnite не. Бабі Джі. Що ще є? І ну, кстати, що ще є таке інтересне. Комплектом. Тут поіграти. Бля, не попав. Стойте. Козёл олень, стой. Привет. Привіт, привіт. Так, що раз? Завітайте на стрім, поставте лайк і буде все окей. Бу-бу-бу-бум. Бах. А меня где на моем? Бля, у типов проблеми явно. Їх коробку вже давно залутали, а вони ж тільки біжать.
Really? You're... What? What happened? I don't remember much. There was...
Вот что бывает, если не думать головой, а головкой. Десерт.
That's right. And what did I always tell you about chasing after women, huh? She stole your... You're lucky this one showed up. Otherwise, I never would have guessed you fell in love with a weird. Better take this to your grave if you don't want to become a laughingstock. You're so smart, and well, get up now, whelp. Enough late. You can take it easy today, but tomorrow you're back in the forge first thing in the morning. Finally, we can get back to work. If you ever need a smith.
В смислі, дід? Ти обіцяв піти з цим.
Oh,
Ой,
hello.
козьол.
Bayor is still wet behind the ears, and his heart is barely beating. Until I'm
Ля, козьол. Тобто я йому поміг все-таки, а він мене отак кинув. Скотина. Вот так, значит, да? Хорошо. В любом случае, надо бы вкинуться. По-хорошему, надо бы вкинуться в... Да. Но мне надо больше маны. Больше мани, менше мани. І тепер ми тут вкидаємо плюс до мани. І ми тепер молодці. Привал. Почилим до утра. Козьол. Не захотів з нами йти сквозь цепі. Перед задання сквозь цепі.
Bayor is
Душний. Душний тип. А ничего украсть нельзя. Обида. Поэтому маю найти. Встань і йди, чо ти сіла? Іще. Ну, встань. Ох, тяжко. Ну, бочком. Ні. Не пройду бочком. Пустили мене в город, а потім такі: ой, припаси пропадають. Звісно, пропадають. Нема чого розкидати на вулиці їх. Попросили мене исследовать склад. Що я тут маю, бляха, знайти? Фу-фу-фу. Ну, непонятно. Давайте сказати, що я там маю, бляха, знайти. Ладно. Все херня. Погнали, здамо цьому ідіоту. Передумав?
It all began innocent, so, and it worked. Then we load of bull, then it's and Camelot says Lord Milksop, if he here at least, the man here is hide. Beor is still wet behind the ears, and his heart is barely beating. Beor.
You came out alive. I'm not sure. She was a monster, as you know. I can't believe it's over. Oh, and I didn't have it. You risked your life for me. That's more than I could ever ask. Got something for me to look at?
Не знаю, зачем я це все купляю.
Beor is
Та, блін. Козел. Не хоче. Нічого не буде з тим Бейл. Якщо вже за дівками бігає, то значить доріс. Ой, блін. Пустіть, не пропустіть.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
Віу.
Good.
На всю 20 монеток. Козел. Ну от я не можу з ним поговорити, поки його братик, видите, хто там він такий, йому не прийде до тями. Давай пусти мене. По кришах полазить хочу.
What is it?
Не?
Beor.
Не. Ну и пошел нафиг. Так. Оба. А так що, можна було?
No. Oh, gods. Please don't tell. Is that what they're saying? Gods. This is a nightmare. I'd never desert. I swear. I can't believe I'm going to die here. Of course I am. But it's impossible. I've searched every inch of this place. Things still fall in from time to time. But that's so. I'm sorry, my friend. But we are well and truly stuck here. At least there's food. But I don't envy you your hope. But go ahead.
Так, появляются вопросики. Ага. И шо я... Подожди, я тоже так умею. Подожди. На. На 2. Ой, подождите. Та-та-та.
Another guest? My, how word must have spread. I didn't think there were still fools eager to walk in the shadow of my throne. I am Garrick Tarion, rightful lord of Kunokt, blood of Palamedes, born to rule, my legacy squandered by lesser men. And yet, here I sit, not in a hall of marble, because I made a mistake. I toyed with the wrong woman. I thought she was just another pawn in my game, a trinket to be used and discarded. But she was no trinket. She was a Bandrui, a woman of power, of the old ways. And she cursed, and all I wanted was to... This is a prison, woven from the fab. Only those with true mastery over the old ways, druids, Bandrui, could tear a hole in reality and trap something within it. A realm that both is and is not. A perfect, unbreakable cage. For me, it is damnation. A theater where I may watch but never step upon the stage. And worst of it all, and the veil between worlds is thinning. That my prison and your world should never touch. And yet, it seems the world outside is shifting. A tear like this should not exist. And yet somehow, you've slipped through. Whether that's for... Yes, an eternal life. Sounds like a gift, doesn't it? But no, I was not given life, only existence. Trapped in this I have seen my house crumble. I have seen weak men. Yes, you think this prison blinds me? No, I see the world. I watch my bloodline waste what was once. And Yvain, he is the true downfall of House Tyrion. A soft-bellied fawn, too weak to hold the reins, too fearful to demand what is his by right. He is not my heir. He is the ghost of a great house. Wait. Ah, history. The great devourer. It swallows men whole in Palamedes, my ancestor. His name endures, woven into the fabric of Avalon. But me, I am the frayed end, the unraveled strand. Cut away. And why? Because I ruled not with honeyed words, but with truth. Because I did what was necessary. Hunocht was mine. My name should have echoed through the ages, carved into stone, whispered in... And yet, here you stand, proving what I have... Gracious. You mistake me for a king who begged to be loved. Gracious rulers are forgotten. Merciful kings are overthrown. I ruled with a firm hand because Avalon demands it. Did my people fear me? Perhaps. But they obeyed. And obedience is the only thing that truly keeps... Tell me, would you rather be adored and forgotten, or feared? Haha, clever. But this was not history's doing. This was her doing. A Bondrui's curse. And yet, what's the difference in the end? Whether by time's hand or by hers, my throne is tainted. And the wretch who calls himself Tyrion sits upon it, a hollow shadow of what should have... I believed eternity was the right of kings. Now I see it for what it is. A punishment. Fit. I don't know. I cannot be killed. Not by blade, not by fire, not by time itself. I've tried everything. More times than I care to count. You can always duel me, and die for my amusement if that suits you. Oh, you are not the... What am I, to refuse a dance?
Чего? Вот мусор. Какую-то гадость трогать нельзя.
I can't believe it. You. That. Oh, it's so good to be back. Guess I'll go report to Shine.
Ну так раз и все, и спасли типа. Дождем до утра. Ну, почти до утра.
What is it now? Mm-hmm. I didn't toss them straight, so... What are... You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Oh, mother have mercy. Can nothing in... I may be a bit of a city woman, but you can't tell me that it's normal to have creatures made of bloody straw. And now you're saying there are cracks in the world. Well, that's some good news at least. Not gonna ask. Thanks for your help. Here.
Бедная женщина. Это такое. О. Бесполезная гадость опять. Ты козел.
They all...
I remember following her. I felt a great... I managed to get away. Each morning after that, the burning of my wound grew more... It hasn't been easy for him. His entire world has begun to... You've seen what they did to the trees near Kunacht. For some reason, it pains Urfia no end. Even before I got... sick. The Camelotians had commissioned a lot of work from us. I'm forging a new heart. I know I've only just gotten back the one that beats in my chest, but I can feel there's something wrong with it. It's easier for me to grow impatient and angry. More things seem to cut me deeper. I feel like... So far, all my attempts have failed. None of those hearts had the spark of... There's a legend about the Stone Wardens. Sadly, I don't know much more than that. I thought he might have... He just waved it off and told me to get on with some proper work instead of dreaming about... Dalriata Master Blacksmiths. They have their methods, passed down... Well, since the Stone Wardens are all Dalriata, my hands are tied. A Dalriata selling books. And that's something... I was planning to ask her about the legends myself, but maybe you could do it. Thank you. Mind the road.
Oh, hello there.
I swear, if I catch that bastard... What? Aye, something happened. Some blighter broke in and stole every book. Not a loose page left. That's most of my income, gone in the wind. That's no something I'd like. Aye, one of the soldiers. He threw a fit a few days ago, 'cause I wouldn't... There's no chance I'd ever allow that. Give it 2 months, I'd be... Can't say I would. So if you do find him, try not to... Well, I've come... Welcome to Vrel's bookshop. No reading without buying. And if you're here for porn, then kindly leave before you start. Hello again. If you need... And you're asking me because I was born in the tribes? I thought you were... I have nothing to tell you. Those are legends of... But I think I have some books about the Stone Wardens. Feel free...
Hello there. A reputation. Oi, wait a moment. You think I stole those books? Beautiful Liliana is... sacred. I was saving up for the new volume. Now it's gone? How the hell am I supposed to know what happens to Lily? I dunno. But there's this red priest hanging around who loves scaring the crap out of soldiers. And you know what's worse? That damn... He told me I'd grow hair on the inside of my palms. What kind of nutter says that to a bloke? Is that even a thing? Damn brother. Oh, thank the gods. I was losing sleep over this. I mean, I don't trust... I guess I should have known better. Beautiful Liliana's too... Oh, he's probably at the Red Church headquarters. That's where they're always praying and doing whatever it is that Red Priests do. Just be careful. The man's got a way of making you feel like you're already cursed. Creepy bastard. See you later. Don't let the weirdness bite, eh?
І нахрен я сюди прийшов? Вон той дом вибрав. Бля, ху.
We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood we strive for purity. Yes? What reason do you have to interrupt my prayer? The body is a vessel. Through the suffering of the body, I free myself from the snares of evil. I know which sinner you speak of. I also know he intended to read those books. Tainted, because I know all too well what they do to, as I know what that man intended to do with his sweaty hands. Of course, about what shatters a person's dignity. Said the man of little faith, banging his head against the wall. Please, we are the sanctified martyrs. The validity of any Red Church procedures is not for you. We are the...
Пиздюла, дай книги.
Why do you Very bold words. The pain will go... I thought so. We are the Why do you And I don't appreciate it when someone... We are the sanctified martyrs.
Пиздюла, я ж
Through
тебе їм
blood
казав.
we are the sanctified martyrs. Through
Де
blood
ці
we strive
дурацькі
for
книжки?
purity. We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood we strive for purity. Through purity we serve the people. Through service and duty we
Що, ти
ascend to
помолився?
holiness. Why do you... Yes, I stole those books that are thick with words. What did I plan? To burn them, of course. That is what Miss Liliana deserves. That is... I must refuse you. We will not return these books. And through me, the Church will decide their fate. They end in fire. I acknowledge that sin is a natural part of the soul, yet chasteness does not come easily. But that is why it is a virtue. Have you read A Sermon on the Paths of Discipline by Brother Flamen? He makes a proper statement about those types of hands that stray toward... Ah, you... Excellent. We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood we strive for purity. We are the sanctified martyrs. We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood we strive for purity. We are the sanctified martyrs. We are the sanctified martyrs.
Бля, козёл, отдай книжки, ёб твою мать.
You. So, what is especially since know this? The sea. Of course, it's meanwhile, to be men means resist. How can a man be ready to protect his loved ones? Just to remind you, a blind. I see you didn't stop. What ultimately guides the same sermon says, woe then to the heart. I fear that sometimes this tone is necessary in priestly service. We know human nature. Avoiding an admission of guilt does not mean avoiding punishment. Someone may treat your words, however, and there it is, stripping purity from every aspect of you kill holiness. And then, what? How can you even speak like that? How can you place the prophet's name? I'll pretend I didn't hear that. This is not about control, my child. Would it not be better if that is precisely why we must maintain, as Brother Flamen says? Through understanding, it is difficult to interpret it otherwise. Nevertheless, the matter here is different. It has been stated many times, such pleasures are like gathering rotting apples. So, dear stranger, what about my role in all of this? I know, not everyone. Only through this can we. Those lewd books are just one of many Enough, stranger. I see you've tried, but I won't debate matters of faith. The books will burn. Now, let. Accept.
Я тебе сейчас просто нахуй спалю, блядь, козёл. И все. Помешанный, блядь, олень. Книжки не то, блядь, там порнуха, фу. А сам, блядь, прочитав их. Козёл. То есть, блядь, в церкві, нахуй, можна читати порнуху, блядь, а людям нельзя? Фу таким будь. Ну, пошли розкажемо цій, що її книжки вкрав ізвращенець священник. Батюшка. Мазохіст. А ти що за тип?
Hello again. Damned red priests. You'd think they'd have bigger problems than a bit of question. They don't have to like it. But well, thanks for looking into it. One more thing. I can see you're alright. And I hope... I need to ask you for something. It's serious. There's a stone tablet in Lord Devane's manor. A Delrida relic. Then don't do it. You could try talking to Anselm first. For all I know, he just doesn't like me. He wouldn't be the only one. Though if that doesn't work, well, maybe it's time to learn.
Oh, hello there.
I should stay out of trouble. You return. Are you now? My, have the paraphernalia of the Dalriata suddenly become... I told Vrel the price, 2,000, and that... I'm not sure what I'm... But...
2000 монет. Де вона може знаходитись? Ну, по-любому в комнаті у цього ідіота.
Just passing through? Good.
Бля, дай просто книжку, ёб твою мать. Бля, мені взагалі цей должен, тип.
Does it? That What news? Well done. Naturally, I would have... Perhaps along the way, we'll meet others willing to lend us a ski. After all, I can hardly believe you're the only one bold enough to roam the world. You've done me a great favor. Before I depart, know this. You brought change to Connacht and earned my deepest gratitude. Be the shield that watches over Connacht, as House Terian has done for generations.
І чого? Ти мене наградив чорним екраном? Козюл. О, ні. Давай поговоримо.
It is a bold decision, and it was wise of him to invoke the old laws. Camelot will not dare to break them, and the men here will remain in Connacht. At least it's an ancient law I established myself. It is good that he is not going alone. I honor the courage of those who follow him, although none of us can say. Even if Yvain does not return, his actions will be remembered. Of that.
Ладно. Разжечь костер. Ну? Козел. Что-то костер разведенный уже. Итого.
I am his oath. I am the wall.
You can't just allow for things like that to happen. Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You must see the danger now.
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again.
Palamedes, you've always spoken your mind, even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right, nothing more.
Yes, and that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else. I decided to give my sword to the Horns of the South, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield?
Yes. One to guard Avalon, even from itself. You've proven yourself time and again, so my shield is yours, Palamedes. Not just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign could not.
And you believe I am worthy of such a responsibility? I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamedes. You never have. Carry it for Avalon, And may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to come. The shield isn't an object. It's the blood. The shield was meant to resist, not enemies, not blades, but corruption. Palamedes. Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles the kingdom we were trying to build. Lord Yvain, a joke of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor. Not worthy of his... I tried to build something lasting. Something that wouldn't depend on me to survive. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy, left behind symbols to bind them. But what we've seen so far, that's not a kingdom. That's theater. People playing at being lords and commanders, taking on roles they don't even understand. All I've seen here is fear. Indecisive men wearing the mask of power. But their power comes from symbols they don't even understand. And when a decision needs to be made, they hesitate. When danger appears, they flinch. Denholm, commander of Camelot's forces, is incapable of acting without direct orders. Yvain, a descendant of Palamedes, yet too weak to stand against choices that harm his people. Their fear breeds indecision. If you cannot choose, you cannot protect. And if you cannot protect, Avalon rots. It was you the men here responded to. And you who rekindled it. You did all the work. Turned the situation. Without that, Kuanacht would still be waiting. For what? A miracle? That's why I have to come back. Without us, without hands that act, this land just waits. Merlin wanted me to become a symbol. But I realized that one person, this kingdom needed more. It needed to stand on strength. And so, I left mementos behind, to serve as cornerstones for various facets of the kingdom. It seems we were both wrong about this. Yes, the situation is complex. But that is precisely the burden of a leader. Complexity does not excuse paralysis, and yet they sit in deadlock, doing nothing, while the world around them fractures. Turn every resource toward understanding why the weirdness is returned. Hiding in Camelot is cowardice. Stay, but what I would do doesn't matter. This is precisely why Palamedes was made Avalon's shield. To judge for him, even if it meant standing against me. I named his bloodline the Shield of Kuanacht, and granted them dominion over this menhir. With the land here is among the richest in Avalon. This place was meant to stand as a counterweight to Camelot's rising power. We gave our people peace, but they've come to take it for granted. Perhaps those who live without struggle grow soft, and in comfort, they let go of their values. Symbols, without the will to uphold them, are little more than ornament. Well, my friend, they still call me the once and future king. Still hold feasts in my... Feasts won't save them, but action might. Let's move to the forlorn swords, and let's make me whole. It's the last hope for this wretched kingdom of ruin.
І все, получається, ми закончили з цим квестом.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine. You startled me. You startled me.
А где этот козел уже ушел?
You startled me.
Шли за одним, лишилося друге. Опу.
Sure you want to do this? You can still back out. Camelot will surely forgive you for this.
I have never been more certain of anything in my life.
Fine. Look who woke up. You're a bit late, though. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he's going to leave them in these dire... I'll leave you too. I need to start cleaning up the mess you made, Eve. And before I forget, some shady-looking character was looking for you. Didn't tell me his name, but said your old friend.
Greetings, friend of our house. What may I do? I cannot say for certain, but I have faith that Anselm will manage. Truth be told, since Maeve's passing, I've been all too aware of how much Camelot will keep the peace in my stead. And I can only hope that the people of Connacht will come to trust Denholm and his men. We may not agree on every matter, but I cannot deny Denholm's honor. So, I thank you once more. House Terion is... No, wait. I am... As soon as the necessary preparations are complete, Anselm will assume my duties in my absence. He is my most trusted man, and he is respected by the people. I do not know when or if I will return. Connacht and its people must be ready for... Really? I hope he supports... Although, in truth, it doesn't really matter. I made my decision, and also... Well, and now you are the shield of my people.
I trust you will ensure that his blessing is not squandered. House Terion ends with Lady Maeve was never granted the chance to give me an heir, and I couldn't bring myself to take another wife or continue the lineage well, but your words are kind. The story of my family began in glory, and in glory it will. Farewell. Greeting. Farewell.
Козел. Міг би денег дать мені просто.
Well, well, look at you. Moving along nicely, aren't we? You're piecing him back together faster than I... And since you've proven yourself so capable, maybe it's time. You should have enough power now to enter his Here. Go to this place and see if the door opens for you. No. If you want to know the truth about the man pulling the strings, it's the house of someone I once called my employer, Orin. The same one whose plans got you out of the island. I don't know. We stopped seeing eye to eye on certain... No, not really. There's one last piece of Arthur's soul waiting for you. The third artifact. You'll find it deep in the Forlorn Swords. In the capital city. Meet with Gerfan. He'll either attack you on sight or explain everything patiently, depending on how he feels. Oh, you'll see. How would I know? I'd say going into Dalriata territory is a surprise all on its own. But don't worry. They've got bigger problems at the moment than you sneaking off with their sacred helmet. Once you're done, meet me at the Charred Conclave.
Ой.
Have some spare food or coin? Hello. Oh, how? Ha! You said good work. Here's the.
You doing okay?
Бля, говорю.
Before.
Нема.
Show yourself. Tis just a flesh wound.
Плохо. Ладно. Вот это я рук продам. Денег стоит. Что, будет кисло? Фу, слабые. Салапой, блядь, ты шо, дурак?
I see the burden you carry, though you hide it well.
Як мені туди попасти? Ля-ля-ля, зіграй. Ну, давайте-ка закрою. Как туда зайти? Надо що-то зробити з арфою. Якщо вона ще і грає.
The air changed the moment you're... What are you looking...
Бля, откуда звук? Як ця кам'яна полта і грає? Ні? Не поджигаєшся? Ну, блядь.
The air changed the moment you arrived.
А може там другий вход десь є? Я сумніваюсь. Десь тут є другий вход. У дирочку. Лапай, стынь. Ничего себе вы придумали. Всё. Кабзда. Блять. Там немає. Кстати, торгаш. Айди, я тобі продам все.
Welcome. Certainly.
Панти денег. Ну, зато я тепер насобирав. Щоб забрати в нього ту фігню. Той талісман Далріада. Як іменно. Прикол. Я вже тут, походу, комусь давав тирки. Так, ладно. Я хрен його знаю, куди попасти. Туди. Ти хто? Ось з вами якось сумно поступили. А, блін, сохраниться, сохраниться.
Greetings, my king. If you're seeing this message, it means Caradoc has fulfilled his task, and the wheel of destiny has begun to turn. I am Orin, your majesty's devoted servant, and the apprentice of your friend Merlin. Nothing would bring me greater joy than meeting you face to face. Alas, that must wait, for our paths have yet to cross, though I hope it will be soon. In the meantime, please treat my home as your own. Make yourself comfortable. Rest from your hardships, and seek the knowledge you require. And you, brave vessel, remember to heed your lord, king, and always.
Хорошо. Я в тебе тут трошки залутаюсь. То, что не будет использовано мной, с великим удовольствием. Сгорей, тип. Книжечки якісь. Масло. Карась. Зелье. Зелье нам. Барсик, ти хто?
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for you, my king. I've memorized Merlin's plan for your resurrection. My king, I understand that what Merlin and I have done was against the laws of nature. I know how many brave knights gave their lives so we could find a way to bring you back. But their sacrifice was not in vain. With you here, Avalon has a chance to become a true paradise. And now, My king, I understand that what Merlin and I have done was against the laws of nature. I know how many... My king, I understand that what Merlin and I have done was against the laws of nature.
He might have been, but I don't recall us ever meeting in person. Merlin had many apprentices, and Nimue was the most gifted among them. But even she never spoke in my presence. It is possible Merlin forbade his students from speaking to me, though why he would do such a thing, I cannot say. But Orin seems devoted to a cause he believes in. It's a refreshing perspective, and unlike any... Honestly, I had hoped his discoveries might help me recover some of my lost memories. I remember what Merlin and I chose to do. I simply thought I could reconstruct the reasoning behind our decision. But it seems even Orin wasn't certain of that. I regret that Merlin didn't share his thoughts and decisions with his apprentices. They might have helped us now, on this journey. I'm not ready to answer that question. You're more important than you think. In the end, Orin's opinion...
Козёл, блядь. Чё? А чё тобі похуй? Козёл, блядь. Чисто прийшов із ніоткуда, убив мене. Какая козліна. Блядь, тільки недалеко, я прошу, блядь, недалеко. А, ёб твою мать. В принципі, недалеко. Ой, блядь.
There's no need for
Watch your backs. Tis but a scratch.
Ти сюди. Приземлився. Молодець. Ой, блядь, не попал. Да, блядь. О, здоров. Я за тебе забув вообще.
Greetings, my king. If you're seeing this message, it means Caradoc has fulfilled his task, and the wheel of destiny has begun to turn. I am Orin, your majesty's devoted servant, and the apprentice of your...
Я не помню.
Greetings, my king. My king, I understand that what Merlin and I have done was against the laws of nature. I know how many brave knights lives, so we could find a way to bring you back. But their sacrifice was not.
It would on but yeah.
Oh, hello there.
А казали, що дуже тяжело. А чо? Тут ніхрена нема. Охренеть. І зачем тільки? Да бля. Нам надо. Да. Ідемо купимо цього дядька.
What is it? Greeting. Farewell.
Страшний козел.
Stay quiet. You're truly. Well, still, better you than Dalriata. She put us in a terrible position, you know. She came in. Take the tablet. Do whatever you wish with it. I never want to hear about it again. What is it?
Що тут стоїш?
Welcome to my home. Whatever brings you here, sit down. This is precisely what this place has seen, but it's still mine. That said, finally. But never mind all that. Come, what's the word out there? They happened to themselves. By the time it all landed on me, the gold was gone and the doors were all... And somehow I'm the one everyone... Survive as what? A nobody scraping by, begging favors. Better to die remembered here. The Camelosians? Upstarts and pretenders, the lot of them. Convenient excuse to drive me from my ancestral home. Have you now? Convenient. Listen, the Langfords have documented them for generations. They've manipulated you. And go where? Wander the roads like some beggar? I'd rather be crushed beneath the stones my forefathers placed here than abandon them. All alone? Not quite. There's one left. A servant. stays up in that shed on the roof. She doesn't talk much, though. She's probably waiting for me to croak, so she can sell them. But she'll be waiting a while. My uncle's betrayal is... He convinced my father to invest the family fortune in a new mining venture. He said the ore will make us wealthier than ever. Ha! Then the vultures descended. Merchants calling in debts. Nay, my father died of grief. Leaving already? Go on then. Back to your important business.
Не тік. Так, вернуть цій.
Have some spare food or coin?
Before you ask, no. Aye, it would be. Delrida know how to work stone in the most intricate way, but we're also quite fond. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you not to part with it just yet. The stone wardens are waiting for it, and I can't really be seen. And you're very strong. Here's the reward I promised, and I'm sure Kvor. Give me your map. Here's the reward I promised.
Есть понт оставаться доделывать те квесты, че ну его нафиг его. Валим дальше. Ну, блин, интересно. Вопросики, вопросики.
A little...
Блін. Ставлю собі його.
Hello again.
Ой, щось весь багато.
Another vessel of flesh. I sensed the stench of mortality upon you from miles away. Was it the church? The druids? Or have they... Don't answer. All paths lead to eternal darkness. You seek the crossroads, like all others, as if it would save you from what awaits beyond the veil. I am Baharit. It's where the weak gather. It does offer temporary shelter. One... Your soul is marked by corruption. I can... If you seek liberation from the chains of flesh, your life has been nothing but a cosmic... Just say... Then my vigil ends at last. Excellent.
Полетел. Мусор. А міг би не вийобуватися, жити собі далі. Говорю. Хорошее заклинание. Хороший посох. Ні, мені не подобається цей посох поки що. Що там мені він не заходить. Не попав. Ну і ладно. Деревушка бомжоватого типа.
Dear me, another one? We've been getting quite popular. Who? Wilkin? Ah, yes. Honestly, I have no idea how he managed to find me. But since the girl never gave me anything... Well, no, he's a pig, obviously. And since when are mortal lives not an acceptable payment? You people do it all the time. A day of life, a dream, a memory, a fate. Oh, does he now? And have you asked him if he wants to come with you? Just because he's currently a pig doesn't mean...
Хуєче, що зі свиньою.
So? Well, of course, he's a pig. What, well, now that we've got that out of the way, tell me. Oh, that one. snowdrops and bluebells. That one got boring really fast. It's always the same with your kind. You lied to me. You tricked me. Why is my lover a pig? And so on. I don't know. You made the wish. How is it my fault that it didn't go the way you thought it would? I'm not a mind reader. In fact, she's the deceitful one. She knew I didn't want to see her again, so she sent someone else to pester me. No, a wish is a wish. It was made with intent. She wanted Wilkin to be happy as a pig in mud. He is. He's both happy and he's a pig in mud. Nobody said anything about humans. Oh, fine, fine, if that's what she truly wants. Then there is a way. But such knowledge comes at... Why don't we make a bargain? From you. Oh, don't worry, I won't ask anything of you right now. I'll give you your answer. And when the time comes, I'll... What say you? Well, then we've got a bit of quandary, don't we? I have something you need. And you... Dearie me, whatever shall we do now? So, have the... Well, of course. Well, now that we've got that out of the way, tell me. I don't know. Wilkin and I understand each other perfectly well. Unless you'd like to make a bargain. How about something made by your own hand, but something nice? Oh, I know. I want a meal cooked by your hand. Then you'll be... Oh, that's so lovely. It looks so... I'll think where to put it. So I can... Go on, talk to the pig. I'll wait here. But don't wander off too far. Who knows if I'll still be here when you...
Surprisingly well, you know. I'm warm, I'm well fed, and I get to... I also keep getting the urge... Oh, Thistle? Why should I? Oh, she brings me berries and acorns. Oh, she also has a very nice singing voice. Well, she promised she'll take care of me. I doubt it, but that's how she introduced herself, so that... Rian did that. I don't care if the results weren't exactly what she intended. That's very nice of you. This life ain't so bad. No morning drills, no Denholm yelling in my ear, no, angry Connacht people spitting at my feet. It's peaceful. Pretty sure, yes. I know I won't live as long as I could as a human, but you've seen what's happening on Avalon. I doubt I'd live much longer anyway.
Охренеть.
So? A wise decision. You don't need to worry about Ad. He shall live out the rest of his days in happiness, with nary a care in the world. This I've... Now, be gone. It's been amusing, but I've had... If this...
Так.
Please, don't hurt me. Yes, it's me. But look at me. I can't go back. It's the Red Death. My poor, sweet Beatrice. I'll never know if she gave me a son, but I'd never risk going back to Camelot.
May the All-Mother bless you. I swear. No. Take my insignia and bring it to Asgore. Tell him I was all...
Оставимо його в живих. А, блядь. Кстати, у мене є такий же світильник. Десь. Десь у мене був такий же. А что, если цим светильником открыть? Вот. Ай, блядь. Бля, лошадь, що з тобою? поняв. Ми сюди вернемося колись в другий раз. Вопрос. Як тепер звідси вилізти? Ой. А походу ніяк. Бля. Не туди. Кстати. А де бомжи? Бля. Бомжи втекли з моїми грошами. Злий.
What are you looking? I assume you're typical. I'm glad the matter. And what about his? The Forebloom. I'd heard the legends, but this and Calum, for all his madness, might have been right. Oh, it's the origin of all without plants, and so this proves that the. Ah, I see. So it was all for nothing. I won't lie, I was as excited for this as a keeper for venison. But after so many years in the guild, I should be used to the taste of failure. Ah, you're right. Tomorrow's another day. Each of us has our own research. May Mother strong arm. We. There's nothing more for us to do together. It's time for you to spread your... And if that path leads you to find Phaedros, then your career with the guild will keep... Last I heard, he'd taken quite an interest in the statue of the great beasts near Quanacht. Strange fascination. And yes, my little owl, you're off to find another mad alchemist. But really, what else did you expect from the Alchemists Guild? We're all a touch... Don't worry about me. I'll focus on my own work. Something to... May Mathers...
Нет, это не работает.
Careful. This place prevents...
Так, добре. Від такое.
Who goes there? Your gold belongs to us now.
Ну і куди ви порозлітались, блядь, де мені вас тепер шукати? Там є куди скакнуть? Сюди полетимо.
What a nice day.
А, що, все? Тю. І де я вийшов? В принципі, недалеко. Бля, мінус цього заклинання. Вони розлітаються хто куди хоче.
I'm terribly sorry for all that hassle. The weirdness and life itself. Nothing is in its rightful place. And, for all intents and purposes, it's a bit of a miracle, don't you? Well, I suppose, given the nature of your encounters with them, but if you ever have the chance to look deeper... Oh, did he? Well, if the guild is so impatient for results, now all my beasts are gone, and I'm... Yes, I suppose you are. You see, weird beasts are unique creatures. I believe it can be extracted and transferred. With everything that's been happening on Avalon, I believe the pigs can already do that. Well, if I succeed, humans will be able to live in the heart of a Fae. Well, the Fae, to be precise. I'm not interested in the heart of some half-Fae. I've heard of a Fae that calls itself Foxglove. It dwells in the roots of an ancient tree, lurking for unsuspecting travel. If you bring me it... Splendid!
Бля, водорак.
You'll pay for that insult!
Ого! Не. Десь у мене тут було таке серія. Козёл. Просто козёл. Добре, сохранився. Що? Могли б дати якусь оружку, там, не знаю. Можна. А дали тільки на клика.